Good morning everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we are on the eastern side of the Danish coast and we're in this place called Grenna. So we parked up here last night, you can see the van behind me, and it was very quiet, really nice spot, and there's the beach just over these sand dunes over here, and in this direction there's the ferry port. In fact, that's the reason why we're here. Today we're heading over to Sweden, and instead of driving down all the way south through Copenhagen, we've decided to book a ferry that takes you from here in Grenna across to Halmstad in Sweden. It only cost us about 120 euros, which is very cheap. I thought it was going to be much more expensive, to be honest, and one of the reasons why we booked it. The ferry ride though takes about 5 hours, so it's a pretty long one, and this is the first time I think we've gotten an actual ferry with Tandy for that long. Right now it's about midday and the ferry leaves about 1:30. Got an hour and a half now to get some things done. We've got two main problems. Firstly is they've still got about 50 euros left of Danish currency. So initially we withdrew them because I thought we needed it for the laundry, but we ended up using tokens instead. And it's pretty hard to spend cash here. But that's one problem we're going to go and sort out now. And another problem is that I think when we arrive on the ferry they're going to ask us to turn off the gas, which means we're not going to have a fridge or freezer for 5 hours. So we need to sort out the food situation because we've still got a bit of food left.
Okay, they accept.
You can fill up in cash, yeah. You got some money there?
So we thought that all of the machines are with credit card, but we can pay by cash.
This one we can, yeah. I just gave her all the money that we had, including the coins, and we just fill up from here now. So.
Good.
Perfect. That's all our Danish currency
Gone. It's our first time here.
Let's go.
Looks like a lot of people are going to Sweden with their motorhome.
And that's the boat over there, look. Stena Line. We just had to stick these stickers on here and turned off the gas. So basically we've got some of the stuff in the fridge, all the important stuff at least. We've moved it to the freezer. So it's definitely going to get warm in here, but at least in the freezer it'll stay that little bit colder. Okay, let's go.
Ready? All good?
All good.
Bye, Tandy.
Yeah. We haven't left him alone for this long in ages.
First word.
I would like you to pay careful attention to the safety information that will follow shortly.
So we've got moving, very straightforward, and I'm so glad we chose this option to go across to Sweden. Not even a lot of people on here as well. And the weather is so good that we're able to stay on the sun deck. Charlene's sitting in the sun with Holly, and I found this little spot of shade here, and I've set up camp here. We're back in the van. That was actually an amazing trip, so comfortable. We didn't stay out on the deck all the time because we went inside. There's like a pet lounge area where you can plug in the laptops, and yeah, everything was so comfortable and relaxed. The fridge and freezer were alright, to be honest. It's quite cool down here and everything stayed good. So we made it to Sweden.
Woohoo!
Well, not actually yet because we're still on the boat. We're waiting to disembark.
Sweden. 10 points go to Sweden. I also spotted some dolphins, guys, but unfortunately they were too fast and they were going in the opposite direction, so no footage for you, I'm sorry. But it was incredible, yes, to see dolphins. I don't know why this was a bit different than usual. It's very similar to how we crossed the UK as well, but this time instead of a train, on a boat, which was amazing.
Above the water instead of below the water. We've driven into the first forested area that we found here, just outside of Halmstad, about 30 kilometers out I think, and we've parked up the van behind me, as you can see, and we've made it to this spot beside this beautiful lake, and I think this should be a nice, perfect first sleep here in Sweden. Look at this reflection.
It's absolutely incredible.
It's not even that beautiful weather at the moment.
I never saw something like this, to be honest. perfect reflection on the water, like this.
Yeah, in grey sky.
You can see the details. Wow, so impressive. It's like when you see a photo, sometimes, you know, you say, wow, how can this be for real? And now we're here, and it's like I'm looking at a photo.
So this is not a bad spot for our first night here in Sweden. The reflections on this lake are just insane. And there's a cabin like over there. I don't know if it's on an island or on the other side of the lake, but it's just surrounded by forest and with a lake view. And we've got something similar this side in our park up. It's quite remote too, because the road coming here, we didn't really see anyone at all. So even now, no one's like passed from the road back here.
We're so impressed with Sweden.
How are you impressed with Sweden? You just got here.
Yeah, like this is the first park up and it's impressive. I think we never got to a new country and we immediately found a parking spot like this. So I must say we're so impressed. This is too perfect for me.
And it's so funny because we just picked a spot on the map
Yeah.
and went with it.
We went to another parking spot, to be honest, but this one I really liked it more because it's more secluded and we're on our own.
And this lake is more beautiful.
Yeah, really amazing.
The other park up that we stopped by was on the next lake, about 5 minutes away from here. There was a lady there with her caravan and a fire, and there was a parking spot I think next to them, but we decided to keep on going.
Yeah,
Just
we
to let
didn't
them-
want to disturb her, so
Let them enjoy their peace.
yeah, while we enjoy ours here. And in this country, guys, there are bears, so we have to be extra careful.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
They're not down here, I don't
in the
think.
forest, yeah.
No? They're further up north. Someone's tired after her little cruise. Do you want to sleep? Good morning folks, it's been the perfect morning here in Sweden. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and what a great start to our trip here. We've got a fire going this morning and we just cooked some sausages, lovely breakfast. And we've also met up with 2 locals that have given us so many great tips about our trip here in Sweden, what to do and most importantly what to watch out for. What's this?
It's Tosca.
Tosca it's called.
Tosca cake.
We'll share one, yeah?
Yeah.
Not one each
no,
for
no,
sure.
No,
No, it's too big.
You and no. It's
Too big, it's too big.
One for you, one for your woman.
Yeah. Like what? Oh.
Shy, I told him we'll share one. No?
Yes,
It's so
we share
big, look how
one.
big
Yeah,
it
No,
we
is.
no,
share,
no.
we share.
Second.
Too big, too big,
We
too
share,
big.
we share. Yes, yes.
Too big.
Out. I think it's pushed. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. I hope you like it. I like it.
What is it called?
It's
Tosca.
Tosca
It's
cinnamon bun.
creamy, but those whites, you know, it's white.
Cinnamon, cinnamon.
Walnuts.
Cinnamon and almonds.
Yeah,
Almonds.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's really good. It's not good for the figure, but it's really good.
Which figure?
Oh my
Fuck
god.
That's right. You're gonna like it.
It looks good. From that
I like
reaction.
it. I eat with my friends
They are
on their
really
job.
dangerous.
These are Swedish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Italian twist.
So we have left the park up. It was actually a bit difficult to leave because it was so lovely. The guys that we met there were really friendly as well. So our plan here in Sweden is to head south, and then from there we're going to start going up slowly north, and then we're going to head into Norway. So we're not going to head to the north of Sweden as of yet. We want to do that afterwards later on this summer. But On the way down now, we've stopped off at this place that they recommended to us. Yeah, we're just crossing this suspension bridge over this picturesque river.
Wow, look at this forest. It's just 1 minute away from where we parked and we got in the forest right away. Really beautiful. I feel so tiny here. They're huge.
Never ending. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. So we can already tell that this country has so many similarities with Germany due to its size and infrastructure and the amount of people and everything. Obviously there's a lot less people living here in Sweden, so when you are in nature you feel more by yourself, but the nature definitely feels much more vast and bigger. And I can only imagine what it's going to be like when we check out the north of this country. So this place is called Karlshamn, and basically there's these waterfalls here flowing down. There's a red house which makes it even more beautiful. I really love how unique the houses are here. Like this one's red, and even on our drive yesterday we saw so many yellow ones too. So we have stopped at our very first service point here in Sweden, and it's the back of this petrol station. It looks like they've got everything here, just no grey water disposal. So I've emptied the toilet in the facilities area here in this red house behind me, and we still need to find the water. Okay, perfect. A lovely young lady came and asked us to stop filling up the water because we're not supposed to, so forget what I said, it's just a toilet disposal here. We shouldn't have been filling up the water after all. But I think we managed to fill half the tank, so it is what it is.
Win-win.
Win-win for us, yeah. I told her, do you want me to pay for the water that we filled up? And she said, no, it's fine.
While Chris was filling the water tank, I made myself a lovely fresh fruit salad. Some of them were already going bad, and I bought these yesterday for €5 each packet. Wow. And the next day they go bad.
Starting to go bad, not all of them though.
Yeah.
Let me do a quick taste test for you. What's this?
Blueberries.
Syrup. That one's good. Wow.
You like it?
That one's good too.
It's a bit sad to see this, but that's how we're living today. You pay a lot and you get a little, unfortunately. But anyway, look at this one, stealing all of my fruit.
I'll just do a bit.
Yeah, you can have more.
They're tasty though.
They're from Spain.
All the way to Sweden. We have made it right to the south of Sweden. It was quite a long drive, and to be honest with you, I am a little bit tired. Something that was really strange is the amount of speed cameras that they have here in Sweden, especially in the forest. I wasn't expecting them. But don't worry, I was driving slow, so no issues there, but it's just surprising to see so many. And the speed limit in general here in Sweden is just a little bit less than the other countries. Like the motorway was about 100 or 110, and then in the forest it was like 60, 70, sometimes 80. Yeah, pretty nice drive though, absolutely beautiful. A bit of a quick pit stop now to check out this Swedish town called
Mörrum.
Mörrum?
Yeah,
I thought it was Mörrum.
I think so. That's how she said it, I think. Mörrum.
And what is this beautiful river behind you?
And it's so famous because of salmon. That's why we're here, to see some salmon jumping, if we're lucky enough.
It's a very small town in the south of Sweden, and not far from the coast really, which is where we're going to head tonight to look for a parking spot. What's so nice about this little town is that it's got this rushing river passing through the middle. Powerful, right?
We are in Tenny, unfortunately. Hey, but we have to go there, that way.
Yeah, but the water's very dark.
Yeah, but you see them jumping.
Charlene is really adamant that she wants to see a jumping salmon. The river is filled with salmon, but it's going so fast and it's so dark that it might be a little bit difficult to see one. Water is so prominent here in Sweden. Everywhere you look you've got a river flowing, and some of them are really powerful like this one. And even on our drive today we just saw so many lakes and bodies of water everywhere. So like, one thing that Sweden is not missing is water.
It's very similar compared to what we saw earlier, but this is much bigger and much more powerful.
Yeah, it's hard to catch.
Yeah.
And what's the season right now?
Summer, yeah, I
Salmon.
think. Yeah.
Summer. Okay.
So all along this river here, there's several people. Most of them are in the water, knee deep, and they're fishing for salmon. I haven't seen one yet, so it's quite difficult to catch, but they're definitely trying. And it looks like a really hard job as well. Really nice walkabout here, this small fishing town of Mörrum, and you can see, like, even its tourism, I think it's mainly everything is based around fishing. I guess tourists come here and they can fish for salmon in these rivers here behind me. So we're going to head back to the van and try and look for a camp for tonight.
Oh my god, we just spotted 2 deer. They're right over there.
In the forest.
They're eating from the trees.
Should we go to our park up now?
Second animal encounter today because we saw a beautiful fox. We were on the motorway, we couldn't really stop. Wow. Look at this, guys. Wow.
This looks like a perfect park up tonight. Wow.
So beautiful, so calm. Wow, amazing. We got company. Yay.
Right, so we've made it to the coast and we've parked up on this little peninsula here. We've got a fantastic view in front of us. Charlene's got dinner on already because we're starving, and there were 3 vans already and we've just parked in between them. I think there was room for one more, so we came just in time. But yeah, the view here is insane. There's like a small harbour or marina further along and just this amazing island in front of us full of these little cabins. So beautiful and picturesque. The southern coastline here in Sweden is really, really beautiful. And we've got a bit of pink sky as well to make it that bit better. Oh yeah, and the name of this place is Karlshamn. Well, it's actually the town and we're just on the outskirts of it.
So we're having rye bread with fresh cheese, salad, and I'm also cooking some sugar peas.
Can't wait.
So we have a bit of a problem because we got no power and we can't really turn on the heater because Chris needs to switch on the inverter for a little bit, and to do so we need to keep the heater off because the heater is right exactly where the inverter is. If we switch on the heater now, the inverter will overheat and I don't know, we don't want to cause any damage to our van. I'm gonna wash my face, wash my teeth as well, and then I'm gonna head to bed because it's cold. It's like 7 degrees outside, so without the heater on, our van will get very cold.
Pretty slow morning today, and you can always tell it's a slow morning when all the other vans have gone. We've got this place all to ourselves now and it is really beautiful here. We've got a sunny day and the sea is just so calm. So I've just had a shower, feeling nice and fresh. Charlene's getting ready right now and we're going to head into town, which is a few kilometers away. I think there's a parking lot in town, so we'll drive there and go and check it out, and potentially might even come back here again afterwards. It's just so quiet and so nice, really. Let's get out of here.
Where we're going, baby?
Karlshamn.
So this is where we're parked, and just opposite there is this beautiful port here, like a canal, and then you've got this company here. I mean, it can be a little bit cuter, let's put it that way.
Looks like it's free parking today because it's weekend. That's a plus. And we're just gonna have a walk around here in Karlshamn. I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but so far our traveling here in Sweden has been very, very easy. Like wherever we want to go, there's multiple parking lots, and I don't know, it's just got that feel that it's easy to do whatever you want. The only thing that we haven't found really is LPG. I should have filled up yesterday because I've just checked in this area and there's nothing here at all.
Country, the buildings are built so different, and they do have colorful houses too, but the way they're built, it's a bit different because they got straight planks coming down, and then they got the windows which are completely different than the rest of the house. I saw some brick houses as well, but they have more like this kind of style, which is a bit different than what we see. And this is why we love to travel, because you learn about these details of each and every country that we visit.
Really a nice town, and it's so quiet here, but at the same time there's so many people out. Like the Swedes, same as the Danish, are very outdoors people, I think, as well. Very different to some of the towns that we visited in Central Europe, where you don't always see like elderly people sitting out on the bench anymore and having a chat like you used to in the old days.
In some of the towns that we visited in Europe, they all had the old town, and then the restaurants and all of the shops were built in the old town. In this town, it's a bit different. They have like a big square where people can hang out there, and then in the small streets they all have their cafeterias and a few clothing shops. Exploring a little bit of Sweden was amazing for us.
Yeah, the main target for this week really was to get across here and to get to the south of the country. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed our first impressions of this beautiful place. We've got so much more to explore here in Scandinavia. That's about it for today's video. If you enjoyed watching, hit the like button and we'll see you next week.
Ciao!
Bye!